Imagine signing up for a reality show to save your life, only to end up feeling used, broken, and betrayed. That's the painful reality several cast members of My 600-Pound Life say they faced. Behind the inspirational transformations in Dr. Now's tough love, there's a darker story, one of lawsuits, emotional distress, and accusations that TLC's production company, Megalomedia, pushed its stars too far. The show began with a noble goal: to document the journey of morbidly obese individuals working to regain control of their lives under Dr. Yunan Nauzaradan's guidance. His strict diet plans, no-nonsense attitude, and promise of surgery drew millions of viewers. Fans laughed at his sarcastic quips and cried during emotional weigh-ins, but few realized how intense and isolating the process could be off-camera. Many participants battled trauma, financial hardship, and depression long before filming began. For some, the show helped them heal. For others, it made things worse. Season 6's James L.B. Bonner was a fan favorite, charismatic, determined, and optimistic. He lost more than 200 pounds on the show, but behind the smiles, he was struggling. His family's lawsuit later claimed producers failed to address his mental health needs, forced him to perform emotionally distressing scenes, and didn't pay medical bills as promised. They alleged his depression worsened due to production pressures. One text from Bonner to a staffer read, "I'm not in a good place right now. It's dark." The reply, "Fake it till you make it," offered no real help. LB died by suicide at 30, and his family sought $1 million in damages for what they described as negligence and exploitation. David Bolton, another Season 6 participant, also sued the producers. Starting at 747 pounds, he lost over 450 pounds during filming, but later described the experience as traumatic. He claimed unpaid medical expenses, emotional manipulation, and lack of mental health support, accusing Megalomedia of caring only about ratings. Bolton's lawyer, who also represented Bonner's family, said David's suffering was ignored while his personal struggles were filmed for drama. The company denied responsibility, arguing that any injuries were due to his own actions. Then came Season 7's Maja Radanovic, who weighed nearly 700 pounds when she joined the show. She called the production reckless, alleging that staff pushed her into emotional distress for better footage and failed to cover medical costs. Her lawsuit described Megalomedia's actions as outrageous and intolerable, claiming they prioritized shock value over humanity. Maja sought $1 million in damages for the toll the experience took on her mental health. Gina Marie Krasley's story was even more alarming. She weighed 588 pounds at the start of Season 8 and sued in 2020 for emotional distress, accusing producers of forcing her to overeat on camera to portray her as a failure. The lawsuit stated they created a false narrative for Dr. Now to scold her and increase drama. Gina also claimed she never received proper mental health care before being placed on an extreme diet. Tragically, she died in 2021 at just 30 years old, before her case was resolved. Season 7's Jean Covey had her own harrowing experience. She started at 702 pounds and was grieving the loss of her father during filming. According to her lawsuit, producers threatened to sue her and her mother if they stopped filming after his death. The pressure left Jean emotionally shattered, and she alleged that Megalomedia failed to pay $70,000 in medical expenses. Her episode even showed her tearfully trying to quit, saying she wasn't in a place to continue. Behind the scenes, she says she was simply exhausted and grieving. Dorothy Dottie Perkins' lawsuit told a different kind of truth, one about manipulation through editing. Featured in Season 4, she lost more than 300 pounds but claimed producers staged scenes to make it look like she was gaining weight. Her legal filing alleged they encouraged her to eat unhealthy food on camera just so Dr. Now could criticize her later. Dottie said she felt humiliated and exploited for entertainment. She sought compensation for her surgeries and damages, but died in June 2025 at only 44. Nicole Lewis, who joined Season 5 weighing 684 pounds, also accused Megalomedia of fraud. She said the company promised to pay for all medical costs and future surgeries, including excess skin removal, in exchange for her participation. Promises she claimed were never honored. They also allegedly pledged to move her to Houston and pay 6 months' rent, which she says never happened. Nicole felt misled and manipulated into continuing filming even as those commitments fell apart. Anjanette Whaley, another season 7 patient, lost 274 pounds, but later joined the growing list of lawsuits, saying the unpaid medical bills and psychological strain left her in financial trouble. She started a GoFundMe to afford a wedding dress in 2022, writing that she simply couldn't manage on her disability income. Her suit echoed earlier claims: broken promises, emotional distress, and financial harm. Season 7's Destiny Lachey, the show's first transgender star, told one of the most heartbreaking stories. Already battling depression and grief, she alleged that producers exploited her emotional pain, pressured her to change her appearance, and filmed breakdowns instead of offering support. In a disturbing claim, she said the crew returned after she'd threatened self-harm, hoping for more dramatic footage. Destiny died by suicide in 2022 at just 29 years old. Even Alicia Kurgan from Season 6 filed suit after losing 186 pounds. She accused producers of tampering with her mental health evaluation, giving her repeated questionnaires until she provided acceptable answers that cleared her for surgery. Like others, she cited unpaid medical bills and emotional manipulation. By 2022, several of these cases, including those from Radovich, Covey, Perkins, Whaley, Kurgan, and Lachey, were merged into one consolidated lawsuit against Megalomedia. But after years of legal back and forth, the Texas Court of Appeals dismissed the claims, ruling in favor of the production company. Legally, TLC's producers walked away unscathed. Emotionally, though, the scars remain visible across years of tragedy, mistrust, and unanswered questions. Today, My 600-Pound Life continues to air new episodes, introducing new patients and new transformations. But for those who came before, for LB, Gina, Dottie, Destiny, and others, the story didn't end with a number on a scale. It ended with broken promises, heartbreak, and a haunting reminder that sometimes the cost of reality TV is far heavier than anyone can bear. And that's what you didn't see on camera.